Over the past couple of days, we've been discussing the betting lines that were just released from BetOnline for Week 1 college football action. And right now I'm joined with SBR's expert analyst and longtime football handicapper Ross Benjamin to break down his very early predictions for Week 1 matchup between the defending champions from last season, the Ohio State Buckeyes, and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Ross, Ohio State open with that 14.5-point favorite. They're on the road in this one. Now, if we look back to last season, the Buckeyes lost one game. They finished 14-1, and they took that loss in Week 2 on the road against none other than Virginia Tech. I think it's safe to say this Ohio State team, stacked with veterans, will be back this year for revenge.
I certainly think they would be, and I think that they're the better team by far and away. You look at their season a year ago, 14-1. That loss came in the second game of the season. So after that loss, they were able to reel off 13 wins in a row. This is an Ohio State team that returns 4 veterans on their offensive line. Ezekiel Elliott returns, the running back that ran for over 696 yards in their last 3 games of the season, 200 yards plus in each of those games, 8 touchdowns, and they came against the likes of Wisconsin, Oregon, and Alabama. Not bad as far as quality competition goes. So this stacks up very nicely, and you can certainly add in that revenge factor, as you just alluded to, Megan, to add a little spice to the pudding.
But, then on the other side of the spectrum, Virginia Tech has that veteran coach, a fantastic defensive coordinator. They know Ohio State's weaknesses. I'm sure they're going to be studying up on that film from their game last season. Do you think Virginia Tech could cover this game, Ross?
I would say no. Ordinarily, I would be very hesitant, Megan, to lay points on the road, especially double-digit points in an opening game of the year against a team or a program such as Virginia Tech. But this is a Virginia Tech program that's been reeling in recent years. As a matter of fact, Frank Beamer is on the hot seat going into this year. He had a long discussion with his AD at the end of the year, and if it wasn't for the fact he's gained so much respect over the years in Blacksburg, I think he would have been gone at the end of last season. So a lot of retribution to be had for Frank Beamer heading into this year. But having said that, Virginia Tech 19-13 in their last 3 seasons against FBS opponents. They've also gone 3-6 in their last 9 games in Blacksburg. And boy, oh boy, Megan, I know you follow college football. It used to be an insurmountable task to go into Blacksburg and come away with a win. And there were 2 of those 3 wins in Blacksburg came against William and Mary and one other to Western Michigan. I'm sorry. So, 2 programs that aren't at the top of the ledge when it comes to college football. So very tough situation for Virginia Tech against an ultra-talented team with Ohio State. I'm going to have a small lean on Ohio State minus 14.5 in this situation. Well, let me just say this to the viewers. If you read my article last week, I'm very reluctant to make a wager this early in the process. So I would tread lightly if you're going to follow my advice at this particular juncture.
All right, you got to love that honesty. That was expert handicapper Ross Benjamin with your way too early preview and pick on Week 1 matchup, Ohio State versus Virginia Tech. And just as Ross said, you can also check out a much more full in-depth article at our homepage at sbrpicks.com. And don't forget, comment below, let us know which lines you like for the game as well, or other early picks you want to see from us. And keep it locked right here with us for all the best NCAA football picks for the upcoming season. Only the best here with us at Sportsbook Review.